Minute Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
Welcome back to you. Break straws and salivate. Free falling, just my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. I hope y'all are doing good tonight. You are listening to Midnight Raw with me, Michael. You already said that. If you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltLeague all one word. Where not only you can watch this happen live, you can go to you can interact in the chat, change how the show goes. Something other. Oh yeah, you can watch the after show, which is basically this, but after the show. Yeah, but after 2 weeks, being on Twitch, it goes away and it's gone. What? Can you have e-sex? What? What? No. I'm pretty sure that's banned. That's banned. That's banned on Twitch. Why would you do that? You can't do that. No. Can't do that. Now, if we... Good question. Let's unban it. What's that gonna do? But okay, what was I on? Fucking okay, if you miss it, something. You can go to YouTube and Spotify where you can watch this slightly edited version, maybe, of the episodes. And yeah. That's really all there is to it, the minimally edit. I mean, honestly, it's just a full episode, but, you know, maybe? I don't know. Maybe sometimes there's some edits. Mainly it's just me. If I go off camera, or there's silence, sometimes I edit that out. I feel like I've been decent at, like, trying to, like, even when I'm off, well, to like edit that out, but like, I don't know. So I'm already like a beer and a little over half in. I don't really have much to initially talk about, but I was like, well, shit. I was supposed to have a guest on, and I work too hard. I work too much. I'm tired. Boo fucking who? Watch my fucking episode last week, bitch. I got off of a 7 hour week. Like, shit, dog. Don't come talking to me that you work too much. Shit. Shit. Oh, that's gonna be a good paycheck. Like, and I got scolded for it a little bit, not in a mean way, but like cheekily, like kind of by one of my bosses. I got scolded by it. I was like, "Fuck! What can I do? Like, what could I do? I had to work. Like, a lot of us on the team had to do it just because it was a thing to do, and we like literally had things that we had to do, and if we didn't do it, we're screwed. We're screwing the next person over. It's mainly screwing ourselves, because it was a lot of the times us the next day. That was my chair. I need to get a new chair. I think, if anything, I want anything for Christmas is a new chair. looking directly into the camera. But yeah, I honest, like I want to talk a little bit more work stuff, but this chair, like, I'll get back to, I'll get back to the chair after we talk about work stuff, but like, man, that's going to be a good check to looking for. And I've been building like a magic, like on Card Kingdom, like I could, I could show it right now. Honestly, I will show what I have up. I have, don't look at this. Don't look at the side. I have 61 cards in this shopping cart. 61. I need more. I was building multiple decks and like, oh, I could get like staple cards and things like that I need. So I'm like, well, fuck. I know I have enough money. It's good. But yeah, I also need to give my dad something for his birthday. Because that's important. I already know one thing I'm going to get him, but I'm not. I mean, shit. I want to get him something else too, so yeah. Not to be speaking out loud. Is he going to hear this? No. Unless if he's like ear to the ceiling or some shit. Or listening through the door. There's no way that he can hear me. Dude's fast asleep. But yeah. I had to do, like today, I had to do a lot of lift work. Like being in a scissor lift where it's like a drivable, like kind of like a cart, but then you go up in that basket. And now my picture is turning pink. See, I hate purple light. And now it's cooling off. I know I've adjusted this camera to make it so it doesn't do that. But yet it still does it. Shit. Oh, I gotta get to my Twitch. Yeah. Is it pink? Sure. I'm not really a huge beer guy. I'm gonna say it. The Bush Apple has a bit of bite to it. It's good, but like, I feel like the tartness of the apple and just the overall bitterness of a beer, of the kind of beer that it is to me, it's not my thing. Like, I do like the Bush Apples, and that's the reason I still have like a whole fucking like 24 pack left. So like, who knows when it's coming back though? Who knows? I do drink a beer here and there, but tonight I wanted to because I was supposed to have girls, but they said, "Oh, I worked too hard." Oh, boo, fucking who, man? God damn! I had literally said the exact line less than 5 minutes ago, right? But still, it's all right though. They'll be on probably next week, maybe. If they're up to it, I don't know. But it was good to have Popsky on a couple weeks ago. That was good. That was fun. Yeah, it was like a little over 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Well, now, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I need to get a new chair. I've used this chair. Actually, I could check of when I got this one. I think it was in 2020, but it could have been 2019 because I have a Snapchat of me having it, so I could potentially figure out exactly when I got it. But I have to figure out when. It was like It had to been August or September. It wasn't 21. Sure shit was not then. August. Let me see. It was in 2020. Yeah, so this chair is 5 years old. And yeah, it's showing its wear. It's showing its wear. I wish I could like tilt down to show it, but like it's been like basically peeling, like the poly. I don't know what it technically is. I wouldn't say leather, but I don't know if it's not dried out. It's just like peeling really bad or shredded and peeling. I just need a new chair. What I want to try to find, it's impossible because it's going to be impossible to find because one location, and two, like even finding a good one is one of those like it's like an office chair, but it's like it's supposed to be good for your back and stuff like that. That would be cool to find. I don't remember who it was or who or where or why, and I think I talked about it on the podcast in a previous episode months ago. But like someone was mentioning, yeah, they went to like a Goodwill or some store like that and got one of those like ergodynamic chairs or whatever that's like helps like breathe good, helps your back. We have one similar in the office, but I don't need something like that. I want something that it can sit for hours. You know, if I want to take a nap in it. I feel like a gaming chair is fine, but I need a better chair again because like I shouldn't be able to. I don't want to do this all the time. I'm like shaking my chair back and forth. I don't want to be able to do that. Like it is loose. Although I do like that it has like a little like footrest and things like that, which I almost never use because I'm too high. I'm too high elevating my chair with my desk. It just doesn't work. But yeah, I should honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably do that more when I'm looking at cards. Because I've been making quite a few decks. I am like on my shit. I started one. I had a thought like on Monday, like, oh, I should make this deck, and all of a sudden, let me actually fucking pull it out. All of a sudden got a mound. This is a mound. More than 100. I think it's not 100 cards. It's like 80 some cards. And I just like said, this might be good together as a deck. There's going to be a lot to trim out of this one. It's not good. It's not even, it doesn't even have lands in it. So it's like, shit. But I have like a lot of ones under progress. I don't want to talk about Magic way early, but yeah. But man, I don't know, a lot of stuff is going on. There's like a meteor, like I Atlas, whatever, that's just like flying, and it's like an out of solar system body, or like, you know, something that's not from the solar system. I just thought of something real quick, but I'll get back to that one in a minute. But it's like they're like, oh shit, we haven't seen, this is like the third time in like recorded history that something, you know, out of this solar system has been like seen. But like the trajectory just looks so odd that people are like, maybe this might be a spaceship or something, but who knows? Might be a sign of life, who knows? What else? Oh yeah, today's the day that fucking Pokemon Z through A through Z, Z through A comes out, apparently. apparently. And oh boy, I've already seen a few things of people being like, oh, this is not good. You know, though, Game Freak themselves, and I'll say this, Game Freak themselves know how to make a game. They do. They do. I mean, if anything says about like their other whatever thing that they're doing for not Nintendo that kind of looks just like a Sekiro, but not, I feel like it's going to be good. It looks good. If the trailer says anything, and if it's actual gameplay that's, equivalent to it, I know they can make a good game. But who knows? But I think it's the oversight of Nintendo that's starting to really bog them down. Because, like, the cycle of Pokemon is just so ass. Like, even the cards are just, like, don't even get me started. The games and, like, the mainline stuff is just so, god damn. I feel like Scarlet and Violet finally found their home on on the Switch 2, and now they're making games for the Switch and the Switch 2, and it's just not good. It's just like, it's a smaller game, obviously. More condensed, I would say. But even so, it's like, well, now you have a new battle system. And, well, kind of new. Not really, but it is new. Where you can actually, like, maneuver your Pokemon. That's so weird. You can basically cheese shit. That's hilarious. But I feel like if you were to do like an online thing, they probably wouldn't let that. But it's the off branch, like, side one, so I don't think people give a shit about it. Or not like the players. I feel like Nintendo doesn't give a shit about it. Or Game Freak. But man, the next one, man, I feel like they just need to give them like 5 years, let them go, like let Scarlet and Violet rot for a little while longer. They have stuff good in it. Let it just rot for a little longer, and work on Gen 10. Wait, hold on. Let me count. So Kanto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, whatever the other one was. Wait, I'm forgetting one. So wait, so 5 is Unova, 6 is the fucking French one. Fucking French one. 7th is the Hawaii one. 8th is Sword and Shield. I cannot remember what it's actually called. Yeah, so Gen 10. It is Gen 10. I wonder what they're going to do for it. Because, like, I feel like in past Pokemon games now, since Generation 6, they've had a gimmick. I don't feel like they should have a gimmick. I feel like the gimmick, if anything, the gimmick should be a good game. The gimmick should be, it's a good game. Yeah, I don't really know there. The gimmick, get this, other regions. Has it been done before? Technically, yes. Online and in the light and eyes of Nintendo, it's illegal. But it's been done before. Can they get sued? Probably not. But they can. They really do need to make like a bigger region stuff. Maybe add DLC, whatever. Like, make it an $80 game, but have it so you can not only go to whatever region that the game is set in, but go to the old generation, whatevers, and get the Pokemon that you don't have. Don't make it so, or make it, if you have to make the game more expensive, or like do DLC, like pay DLC, fine. But like, make it so people can actually go to these regions and get because like these dumbass like DLC I feel like they've had for Gen 8 and Gen 9 are just stupid. Like one of them was just like you're in a fucking town and they get possessed by mochi. What the fuck? They eat a cursed mochi and then they become like weird chicken people, but they're possessed and even want to fight. It's so dumb. Like what the like actually what the fuck? Oh man. I even played it, so it's like I just know about it. It's just so dumb. Or like have I don't know. I don't know what their next mechanic would be, but have it be like Pokemon like Odyssey, for lack of a better term, because like I think like the people have been speculating that it's gonna be like based upon like Greek stuff for like the longest time. I don't know since when, but I think people have been speculating it's gonna be like kind of a Greek kind of region. But I feel like there should be DLC in the post game where you can go to Kanto, where you can go to Johto, you can go to Sunny, you can go to whatever all these other ones, Unova, Kalos. Go to the other ones and do their stuff there. Like, you're not going to get the story, but you're going to get, like, hey, you're going to get the region. You're going to be able to do the stuff there. Like, catch these Pokemon that are in the specific region. Cool. I don't know how they're going to do, like, I would say they should bring back seasons. Because, like, one thing that was missed in, like, Gen 5 is that they did seasons with the game itself. Specifically, there was a deer. I can't remember the name of the deer. But it was a deer Pokemon that was like typed or something differently just based on whatever season it is in real life. And there was like certain things you could access and not access depending on the time of the year in the game, which is pretty cool. But also at the same time, it sucked because like, oh, I want to get this thing. Oh, no, you can't. You have to basically change, like time warp, do time traveling on your console. It's like, that's not fun. Technically cheating. And some games do penalties for that too, so it's like hard to know if you can get away with it. It's really weird. Yeah. Ugh. Punch me in the face. Oh gosh, that hurt. That was bitter. You know what? I should probably finish it just to call it good. Oh, you can choke off half a beer. No, choke off of 2 beers. I'm buzzed. This ain't shit. Excuse me. I just honestly needed it. I needed it because, oh man. But I heard like with Pokemon Z, why there's Z through A, that like the opening thing is just a fucking white screen. Like the whole region is one model, which I don't know what they mean by that exactly. It's kind of confusing. Good, but also confusing. Because I know it's like based upon the whatever central city of Kalos. And then like kind of rebuilding it, but also expanding it, but also like making it for man and Pokemon, which is weird. I don't know. But yeah, if I were to think of like, I don't know what they really do need to make it like Uh, I don't think they should be a gimmick. I really don't think there should be a gimmick. I think the gimmick should be you traveling, which they kind of did in Gen 9, but it should be you traveling in the game, going to other places, going to like other regions, to be honest. Like, you have to beat your own thing before you can go anywhere, like any other like continent. But I feel like you should be able to go to other places. Just like, you get a ticket. I don't know. I feel like you should get a ticket or something like that, and it allows you to go to one or two of them, but only one or two. Because I feel like, to some extent, like, you could do all of them, but then, I feel like, to some extent, I feel like Game Freak they should be compensated for that sort of thing. Like going to Kanto or Kanto Johto, going to Kalos, Unova, going to both of those, going to that where you can like walk or something like that, or like being able to go to that. I feel like once you get after like one or two of them, you should be able to have like like you have to pay for DLC, something like that, something along those lines, where you can go to those old regions, and like compete and do stuff there and get different Pokemon and different items and things like that. Like get multiple things of like the choice specs or some shit like that, instead of having to dig around the region and look at under every nook and cranny to find a certain thing, just so that you can get this certain item. I hated that. Oh, and you get away to a Pokemon. Oh, you're fucked. Get fucked. I don't know what they would do, though. Because I feel like they're being more open worldy. And I feel like if they were to do an open worldy thing, that's the thing to do. Do the other regions. Sail to the other regions, for fuck's sake. I don't know. That sounds fun. Maybe. Or like run there. I don't know. They do need to come up with on one hand, I don't think they need to come up with a gimmick for the next region, but on the other hand, I feel like they kind of do, because they kind of pigeonholed themselves into it. But I feel like they should go back to the basics. It's Gen 10, for fuck's sake. 10 generations. I wasn't even born when the first generation came out. God damn it. And now they're on 10. Jesus. Well, technically. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Drunk Pokemon. Like, man. I do like Pokemon, but goddamn it, I have not, like, I've played maybe like an hour at best. Hour or two, maybe 3 at best of Scarlet and Violet. Or just Violet. Because, yeah, I like purple. Although the Scarlet one's not bad either, but... I'm going to finish this off, and then we're going to do some magic pack openings, because I feel like it. I feel like, yeah, it's the halfway point, so... yeah. Okay. I feel like if, like, drinking anything, large amounts of stuff, it's like prepping, and I did not take a good prep, so... I think the idea that I had to do at the beginning, before the show started, was more or less to shotgun it, but that shit was not gonna happen. Or even, it'd be funny if I bonged it, or not bong it, right? Yeah, bong it. Just beer bong it. But I don't have one. But goddamn, I think that was the fastest I've ever or drank a beer during a tarts thing. But I'll talk about that after the magic thing. So let's get to the pack opening, if I can actually open it. Open up the tab. Let's make sure you don't have chat on. Okay. So, 2 packs. I'm honestly thinking a third. Fuck, I'm thinking a third. Wait, make sure that's even. That's not even. Nope. No, I'm gonna keep it at 2. Keep it at 2. Mystery Booster 2. Honestly, I can get another box of this. I prefer it. I'd prefer just another box of this because I like this set. I like opening this. There's always value within Mystery Booster 2. Okay. Clarion Spirit. Teferi's Honor Guard. The fuck is this? Oh yeah, okay, see. Command of Unsummoning. That's old as hell. Old as hell. Fairy Swarm. Ooh. Oh, that's actually good for. Ooh, I should put that off to the side and put that in that fairy deck or whatever the fuck. Bogard Harbinger. For Kroger, not bad. Necrotal. Hoarding Ogre. Frantic of Mogus. Oh, Fanatic of Mogus. I'm illiterate. Blight Widow. Vivian's Grizzly. Ooh, Worn Power Stone. It's just a good, decent card for that. I'm actually going to move that to the side. I already see the card. Brightling. Oh, that's from that? From Battle Bond? Interesting. I didn't know that. Cool. Ooh, Preordain with the white border. Retro Frame, we got Scarelord Reckoner. Ooh. Scarelord Reckoner. Whenever a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell of an ability an opponent controls, destroy target non-lamp. Ooh, I'm putting that in a dragon deck. In the dragon deck. Ooh, yeah, Value Town. I think actually Value Town might be worth something. Might be worth something because it says it's a town. I don't know. I'd have to check this. Because Value Town's actually not bad. Take a trip to Value Town. Won't you take a trip to... I think it actually might be worth something. That's just pretty good. All right, pack 2. We got War Priest of Thune. We got a Rhinox the Meditant. Talus Researcher. What are you doing? We got a Whistler Rogue. It's Deep Word. Yeah, man. Dowdy Trapper. Volcanic Geyser. Skewer the Critics. Silkwood Armor. Very cool in that retro frame. Older, whatever frame. Sea Guide Ash. Batwing Broom. The fuck? This is in Japanese. It's a Gigantosaurus or something like that. It's a 5 green for a 10/10. What the fuck is it in Japanese? What the fuck? I didn't know you could get that. Oh, behind it was a Noxious Revival. That's pretty cool. In white border. Ooh, a Kobolds of Care. Yes, keep. That was okay. Not amazing pulls, I don't think. But like, not gonna lie, fun. I'm gonna check Value Town though, because I think Value Town might actually be worth just something. I don't think it really is. Because you can't really play it. 49 cents. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, I did actually bring some food. But I can't eat it. I could. Who can stop me? Who can stop me? I'm the master of my own fucking podcast, right? Right? I'm the master of my domain. I can't see shit to my left. Oh, yeah, like, I had some, like, I may have had some expired beef jerky earlier. Like beef sticks. Let me just double check. Smoked sausages. And now my shit's blue. What the? Okay. Now my shit's pink. What the fuck? Now what if I did it again? Let me manipulate the color by like going off and on the screen. So I was playing a game just like after it, and like my color just like my peripheral vision just all of a sudden vanished in my left eye. Like I couldn't see shit. Like if I'm looking at like the screen, I have like my second monitor, I couldn't see it. It looked so blurry. It was bad. I don't know what it was. I was like, ugh. It was really just like, I have no idea what the fuck was going on. I hope I'm not like sick or anything because of it. Although I don't know. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to even talk about it. But like last week, me and my girlfriend, she was in here, talking about doing e-sex. We watched Tron and Tron Legacy. First time for her for watching it, but it was just basically me rewatching them. Cause like I haven't watched Tron since I was like a kid. Like I've watched it, but I didn't really absorb it. Know what the fuck was going on. But then, watching Tron Legacy, goddamn. I hate to say it, and like I haven't. It was kind of in preparation to see Tron Ares, but man, fuck, I'm conflicted because I heard there's just a lot of good lore stuff, and there's a lot of good like in like universe things that like it's so good and rich, but man, there's just a few things that just fuck it up real bad. I think one, it's the Tron curse, and two, Jared Leto. It 100% is. The Tron curse is basically movie like something of the Tron movie comes out. They try to make it work, maybe, and nobody, they try to make it work with the movie or whatever, but nobody really cares about the movie or the main movie, and they just shelve it for a long time. and then they try to revamp it and whatever. And man, when Tron Legacy came out, you had Tron Evolution, you had Tron Uprising, you had just Tron Legacy. Yeah, a lot of stuff going for it. This time around, they only have like a game that came out like a couple months ago. Was not really advertised. It's kind of like a roguelike, but it's also like a puzzle solver, but it's also not. It's just like Tron EOS or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. That's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. I don't remember it. It's like a story roguelike, but also not. Like a live, die, repeat. It's like, man, I don't know. And then they're trying to do it with like the movie Tron areas, and I get it, but it's like, man, this would have been so good 10 years ago. But even like the idea for the like a third Tron movie was something that was like in production for over a decade. And the reason that it is today, I think partially had to do with Jared Leto allegedly, but I don't know. Allegedly. And it's sad to say too that he was probably doing his best performance. I haven't even watched it. From what I've heard, like he does a very good performance of fucking AI that has almost no emotions and sympathy to other people. Yeah, maybe not a good idea for your main lead character. I don't know. I may be reaching here, but I don't know. It's like, oh, but it makes sense because he's a program, he's an AI program. Yeah, have you watched Tron? Have you watched Tron Legacy? I don't know. I think there's emotions there. You know? I think there might be emotions there. They're not like, oh, it's because of programming. No. No. There's emotions there because in the grid, they act like people. It's just a representation. You know what? I'm good at cracking this food. I snuck in. Don't tell Milton there. Don't tell Michael. I snuck in some Reese's peanut butter cups because Reese's peanut butter cups are good. You know, they should make Reese's peanut butter cups like M&Ms. They should make them like hard. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, you just Reese's peanut. They should make them hard, like an M&M. They should like combined a Reese's Puff, like a Reese's peanut butter cup, like this, with an M&M. Now hear me out. I may be thinking a little bit. Oh, but they already have. Shut the fuck. You're not hearing. You're not listening to me. This ain't it. This is not what I'm talking about. Shut the fuck up. What I'm talking about is combining an M&M and a Reese's peanut butter cup. Not only put Reese's peanut, not like put M&Ms within the Reese's peanut butter cup. Nah, Do not fuck with the sanctity of a Reese's peanut butter cup like that. Like that, I should say. You can make it a double stuff. You can make it filled with like whip. When you're adding other candy, it just doesn't make any sense. You're just adding, especially for like M&Ms, it just doesn't make any sense. You're adding chocolate where your peanut butter should be. And that just doesn't make any sense. What I'm trying to say is you should combine. You might have to make them smaller. Might have to make them a bit smaller. What I'm trying to say is they should make Reese's peanut butter cups and combine them with M&Ms. Hear me out. See, this is a bit that would have done so much better if I had someone to talk to with. Fuck. I had this idea for this bit. So I'm going to use it on them. I'm going to use it on my friends. And have them, like, freak the fuck out. So nobody show them. Don't clip this. I'm going to be like, oh, what do you mean? A rich beer cup. March an M&M. Or an M&M. Actually, no. A Reese's peanut butter cup, but it's an M&M. Where? And I'm not saying, oh, make them small, make them like the M&Ms. No. Make it like a Reese's peanut butter cup. The identity is the Reese's peanut butter cup, but make it an M&M. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not going to explain any further. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you're fucked. You should die. You're fucked. You don't get it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to spoon feed it to you what I mean by that. Yes, I have 3 drinks. But this one is an alcoholic, so. Fuck. I should have brought my water. I really should have brought my water. Ooh. Dentists fear me. They hate me. Man, I have not been into a dentist in a long time, and I fear for my life. Like, I don't mind going to any other physician. I don't mind getting shots. But the minute a fucking dentist pulls out that fucking scraper, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Like, you do the thing, but they pull out the fucking scraper. The fucking, like, finger, like, I'm just done. I'm, like, gripping the chair. Like, it could be, like, a high-intensity, like, memory, whatever, foam thing. If it's a memory foam thing, I'm gripping right through that fucker. Like, holy shit. Like, I remember one time, I think one of the last times I went to a dentist, I was, like, stiff as a board. And this is when I was, like, peak wrestling. And I was, like, used to pain and stuff like that. I am horrible at the dentist. And I was under anesthesia, like, under, you know, some numbing agents to, you know, make it so I don't feel it as much. But, oh my God, it hurt like a bitch. Oh, fuck that. Fuck that, dude. Mm-mm. I can't stand the dentist. Although, my aunt and my cousin are dentists, so I'm kind of curious, though, how my cousin would do. Just because one is younger and like he's starting out. Honestly, if it's cheap and I was able to do it, I'd do it. Because like I definitely do need work. I do need work. Let's just be flat out. I do need work. Like my teeth seem a little like actually good here, but like you like pull it up to the mirror, like closer look, like in those SpongeBob episodes where it's like, oh, SpongeBob, it's normal. Then they like do like a hyper close up look and it's like fucking grotesque. It's like that. Although I don't have like terrible teeth. Yeah. 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 I don't have the best. I'll be honest. Not the best. Although one thing you would think, oh, you're left just between the front tooth, right to the left of it, it's bleeding. Yeah, no, it's been that shit. Like your gums are bleeding there. No, that always bleeds all the time. Like that's one thing that, like, oh, if I'm brushing or if I'm flossing or doing anything, if I'm being very vigilant with that stuff, even then, it always bleeds there. Always bleeds there. And has been that way my entire life. Or most of, basically, as far as I can remember. Like, if I do anything in that area, like brushing, flossing, cleaning, well, not really cleaning, but, anything to clean it, blood. Always. It sucks. And that's even like saying, oh, if I'm like taking a rest and I go back into it. But also, even when I'm like, oh, I'm like on a solid streak where I'm just like, I brush 2-3 times a day. I'm like doing my shit. There's no way that my gums can be bleeding. Boom, random. It's like I would say like clockwork, kind of like a period, but it just happens. And what kind of reminds me of one of my wrestling teammates. Always would have a bloody nose. Always. Like, he'd always get blood time. And blood time is a thing in wrestling where, if you're bleeding, they stop the match so they can clean up the blood and make sure you stop bleeding or your opponent stops bleeding. Because, yeah, I think that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I don't think I have to explain that very much to get it through as to why. I definitely should have explained more about the Reese's whatever thing, but this one I shouldn't really have to. Yeah, but he would just always have like blood time. Just always. And it was just a matter of time in the match when it would happen. But like, even in practice, he was fine. Absolutely fine. But the minute he gets into a match, it was almost guaranteed. It was almost guaranteed to happen that he would have a bloody nose. But it was one season that was really bad. 1 or 2. That was really bad. I actually don't remember what he did. Well, yeah, because he probably wrestled in Appleton. I don't remember. I remember one time. So, for wrestling, it was my sophomore year, my last year of wrestling. We did a tournament. Or was it freshman? No, it was my sophomore year. We did a tournament. Wait, actually, let me double check because I can figure out the exact one because it was when IW was out. Infinite Warfare was out. I'm not going to show the date because duty. Infinite Warfare. It was not Infinite Warfare. It was fucking Advanced Warfare. It was Advanced Warfare because of the mech suits, and the mech suits suck, and the zombies in that one sucked. 2014. Okay. So I was a sophomore. I was a sophomore that year. Uh, okay, I was a sophomore that year because I did work on a project that's unrelated. Um, but we traveled to Wisconsin to like Appleton because there was a national tournament there that we would go that they went to basically for star wrestlers, but uh, just to see if we were competitive. But they also brought the JV team along as well, and we did our own thing in a different place, their own tournament thing. I did pretty good in that one, except for one guy who basically proceeded to go on to be state champion that year. So, fuck am I gonna do? And just a quick high and low about that one. Like, I leg righted my whole like most of my wrestling career. That was like my signature thing on top is leg riding. And I knew I was like sometimes like getting too high means like you could basically get reversaled, go from on top to on bottom. Like I was riding the fucking like a bucking bronco. Ah, that guy. I did not fail. But the minute, like, we get into the second period, I was on top. I don't think I chose to be on top, but I was on top. And, I think I did. I think I did choose to be on top. And I felt myself getting too high. I'm like, oh shit. And within 10 seconds, I was pinned. I was like, I couldn't do anything. I was, like, the guy was so good. That good that I was just like, well, shit. It was only a matter of time. It's like I was like I wrote it for like another in the second period. I wrote another 30 seconds to a minute. I can't remember exactly how long, but I wrote them out the first period. Second period, yeah, the minute I felt myself get too high, I was fucked. But the reason I remember, excuse me, what was the reason that I was talking about the Advanced Warfare? Oh, Appleton, going to Appleton. It fucking smells there. Fucking smells. Yeah, I know. My ex Becky was like drove there once for like a softball tournament or something like that, or she was coaching something. Yeah, she was coaching. It wasn't Appleton. It was Cokato. I think it was Cokato, something like that. But there's a paper mill there, and I can't remember. I don't remember exactly the town, but it's around Appleton, that region, and they have a paper mill, and it stinks the entire area. It's so bad. It's awful. It smells like mothballs and ass. Probably all year round. It's nasty. I cannot imagine having to go to school there. I cannot imagine living there. But it's certain times of the day too where you can definitely smell. It's just like, man, I cannot imagine. It's a paper mill. Paper. God damn. You know what? Let's end the episode here. So if you want to go to twitch.tv, if you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv /SmeltsLike Original, all one word. But not only you can interact in the chat live, you can change how the show goes, but you can also watch the after show. You can watch this happen all live. You can watch this. I probably won't edit this. I just want to go into the after show playing some fucking games. I don't give a shit. I'm a little bit buzzed, but also I want to play a game or two. I don't care. Like, this can wait. If I put it up, I'm gonna whatever. Who cares? Yeah. I feel like in that sense, little side tangent, but like, even working on like the radio shows, which I don't think I mentioned. You can watch them on Spotify as well as the edited whatever of these episodes, and on YouTube where you can watch all the edited ones of these. But editing the radio show, like I can get into like grooves where I can just basically zoom through an entire episode or more than half an entire episode without even taking a break. But other times it's just like, man, I get through like half a segment. I fucking hate it. Like, man, I can't fucking stand myself sometimes. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, if you guys got this far, I applaud you. I applaud you so well. Or you're just sleeping. Or you just, whatever. Whatever. Thank you to Greatest for the use of the theme song. Used to it off of the album The Call. They have multiple shows happening in the next few weeks or whatever, or so. I'm not going to name all of them exactly, but they have like some next week or the last weekend of October. A couple the first week. And then like shows the first 2 Saturdays in November, I think I'm right. I believe so. I think that's right. Yeah. Sure. Let's go with that. I think November 1st they have a show. And I think November 8th they have a show, also Minneapolis, for both of them. That's all I really know off the bat without having to look at it. Bad. Good to see that they're playing. I can't really go to the ones, the first 2, because I'm not going to be home. You're able to see them. But I should be able to probably try to go to the other ones that are happening like November. So that's going to be cool if I can. Thank you for you guys doing what you're doing, whatever, blah, 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 and all that other stuff. But look at the time right now. It is not midnight here anymore, but it is midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye-bye.
Oh, baby, now don't be scared, but don't get used to it. Yeah, when I told her I can't let go, when I told her I can't say no. Oh, baby, well, I was scared, but now I'm used to it. I was scared, but now I'm used to it.